Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today we're going to talk about what's been happening in the stock market lately. Disclaimer: all materials here are shown for informational purpose only. They're not investment recommendations. As usual, we'll focus on sharpening our skills, what to buy and when to buy it. So today we're going to go off our analysis on our website www.mcbosscapital.com, and usually the latest article will be shown here. So what's happening in the stock market right now as of October 1st, 2021. So right now we're looking at the market index, and they've been weakening significantly in recent weeks. All indexes are hitting new lows this week except for Russell 2000, which is trying to find support at its 50 and 200 days moving average. Many growth stocks are not doing well, if not getting butchered. Some cyclical and value stocks are still doing well, as noted in the accumulated industry groups below, specifically in the financial, commodity, energy, and travel related stocks. Overall, this week the market is not performing well. You can see Nasdaq, S&P, Dow, and Russell all have a negative week. Especially Nasdaq has been hurt the most. This is the Nasdaq weekly chart, and you can see right now we are down 4 weeks into this downtrend, and this last week was the dropped the most and then the previous week it was trying to hold off above the 50-day, which is the red line here, the 10-week moving average. But this week it wasn't able to sustain that level, and now it's kind of getting closer to the black line, which is the 40-week moving average, or the 200-day moving average. So right now the index is clearly in a downtrend. So a lot of tech stocks, especially in the growth area, has been hit hard. So something to pay attention to. Let's go to let's just quickly look at the daily chart for a second. So the downtrend started early September. Here it shows that September 7 was the last near the top there, and then since the first week of September, it's slowly drift down, and then we got this big down day, which was the Evergrande China developer story. Possible default, which could still default. They have a deadline by, like, I don't know, September 24th or something. October 24th. So 30 days since they paid the payment. Since they missed the payment, will be a default by then. So obviously that's gonna play a role in the major markets. No one really knows how much that will reflect across the global market. So it's something to watch out for, and we can see the index has rebound from that day, really strong Tuesday on that day. Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here, at least on the Nasdaq, and then we saw those strong days of rebound, which are mainly in the strength really show up in the cyclical and value stocks, which we'll highlight in a moment here. And then now, since that time, it has drifted down again. And even with the Fed not really, they're gonna start tapering their bond buying soon. But the market was okay with those news. But then now, it seems to. And then the 10-year yield starts to jump, so that really trigger a sell-off in growth stocks, even large cap tech stocks like the some of the FANG stocks. So you can see clear, like you can take a quick look, like for example Apple. You can see it's on a downtrend right now, right? And again, very similar to the index chart, getting close to the 200-day line. Google, right? So this one is a little bit higher. So probably based on most analysts' review, they think that Google is the best best looking stock right now in the FANG category. Aside from Netflix, definitely showing signs of strength. It has has this it broke out of this big base right here. and it has a long base, right? So this is like a 2-year base right now. Even during the pandemic, it wasn't really doing much, but now it broke out. So this is definitely highlight lots of strength here. Microsoft, again, also on a downtrend. You can see right here, and then Amazon, definitely the weakest chart probably. Now it's below 200-day. So anyhow, the large cap bank stocks are not doing well. That definitely means that Nasdaq will get hurt more if they continue to go down, because they're a large proportion of the index. S&P, so just going to show you the weekly chart again. So same thing here. It's somewhere between the 50-day and the 200-day line. So it's like stuck right here in the middle. So and then Dow Jones, very similar. Dow Jones, one thing that is a little bit better on this chart is that it did find support near the 200-day right here. So it didn't quite hit the 200-day, but it found support there. And then on Friday, all the indexes close up from way above its lows here, even including Nasdaq. So that may be a good sign for the market. It's hard to say. It's only 1-day movement here. Really, next week Monday will be important. We already have so it's important to see how the market react next week, because if this becomes a support area, then that would be good for the market. But we do see resistance here at the 50-day, right, on the Dow. So that's also not a good sign. Something to watch out for. The worst thing is we don't want to see the index like fall through the 200-day right here. So that's the 200-day, and then it falls through. So something to watch out for, because that will spark a lot of panic selling if that happens. So in terms of the current support level, they're all below their 50 days moving average. That's not a good sign. And there's some psychology level. The only one that small cap Russell is still above 2200, and that seems to be the current support level. It's acting the best out of all the indexes, but it's still not good overall in terms of the market. So in terms of market breadth, which we have a course out on Teachable recently. If you're interested, macbosscapital.teachable.com. You can access this course right here at the below, how to measure, calculate stock market breadth right there. And by looking at the big picture. So we'll go in that course, we go through the analysis of how we basically analyze the market each and every day. And so right now we're seeing a sample of our research right now shows that this week we have about 319 under accumulation, 319 stocks, and 61 industry groups that are under accumulation, versus 350 that are not being accumulated or distributed, and 74 groups that are distributed. So this stats are slightly better than last week, which is surprising considering the market is down this week. So that might be a good sign that maybe not the whole market is falling apart. That also may signal some possible short-term strength here. So hard to say, but at least there's signs of hope right now. And the industry groups are doing well. You can see here, barely any technology, some retail, but not much, mostly in the travel group area. Industrial, little bit there as well. Health is not showing much strength at all. Commodities where really the majority of the actions are, and you can see all these groups here and the stocks are behind them. And the financial is also doing well. You can see a lot of the banks are doing well right now. So those are the strengths, and there's some weakness in some other groups this week. So mainly in the commodities and financial stock, and like I said, travel stocks are also doing well. So now we're going to look at some of the highlight some of the stocks that have been doing well this last week. That's really showing strength. So starting with the leisure gaming equipment group, related to consumer retail, the strength right here is significant. As you can see, it's climbing out of this base and it broke out right here. So that is really high strength right now. So that's IGT. The next stock is IMAX, which is part of the leisure movies related group. And you can see again, same really strong uptrend right now, along the 10-day moving average. It's just moving up nicely. So this is another strength in the retail area. Next one is leisure service, Avis Budget Group, symbol CAR. And you can see this strong uptrend as well. Pulled back slightly and didn't even come close to the 10-day. And you can see the slope of the uptrend right now is pretty strong. Now we're gonna move into the commodity sector and energy sector. This is coal related stock, Arch Resource. Really strong uptrend right now, like 5 straight days of accumulation here on higher volume. You can see that right now, really strong. SunPower solar stock, starting to move out of this base right here. It's building the right side, so it's there might be some risk because it's still early on in this base, but there's good signs on huge volume right now on Friday, where it's highlight really strong strength as it is coming out of this base. Marathon Oil Corporation in the oil integrated group. This is a nice cup base. It's moving up the trend line along the 10-day right now. Apache in the International Oil and Gas Exploration Group. This one shot up recently and then pulls back pretty hard to this 10-day right here. So the slope looks like this right now. If we were to continue, same group, Occidental Petroleum. This one looks a lot better in terms of the pullback, really small, tight range. And then you can see the slope along the 10-day. Forum Energy in the machinery equipment group for oil and gas. Again, this is climbing up the right side of the base now. If you can sustain, then it'll be a nice uptrend here. PVF Energy in the refining marketing area. You can see it's doing well as well. There's a pullback here. And then it rebound Thursday, Friday. Magnolia Oil and Gas. This one is steady, nice and steady. You can see the green line moving in a nice uptrend. This one is already 13% above this pivot right here, 1638. Matador Resource. Also very nice uptrend, just broke out from this base right here, nice cup base. Lots of strength. You can see there's not much selling here, close at the top of the range. Pan Virginia Corp, another US exploration group. This one is showing significant strength. It's there's this cup and handle base down here, and then it shot up, it pulled back here and then shot up, and this is really strong movement. So we do expect it to pull back. It jumped to 36% gain in really short time frame from this base here. So in 13 days, right, it jumped up there. So we do expect pullback, but this could be a strong performer moving forward. SPWR Resource, another strong, another oil and gas US group here, and it's moving up nicely also along this trend line. So we are seeing all these stocks breaking out right now, which is a really good sign for oil and gas stocks right now. As in terms of the financials, we are also seeing strength there in the banks in different regions. So this one is a Southeast Bank, United Community, moving up like I think 8 or 9 sessions now, nicely coming out of this base right now. I'm trying to get out of this base. Silvergate, it just started moving, and you can see it broke above that previous high here, so that's a good sign. And hopefully it will follow this 10 days moving average trend line moving upwards. So that's pretty much it in terms of some of the stocks I want to highlight. There's lots of stocks in those commodities and financial sector that are doing well. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to email us support@mcbosscapital.com for any questions you have. Go to our website www.mcbosscapital.com to subscribe with your email to get our daily and weekly analysis there. We do provide educational and research service in terms of you can see our course there, our most recent course, how to measure and calculate market breadth and why is it important. You can check that out at this link here, mcbosscapital.teachable.com, and we do provide learning and coaching sessions, so let us know. Thank you very much for watching this video.